boots on the ground, putting it down. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D, your host. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be on your electronic device. The Scoop, home of the baby knockout. What's a baby knockout? That little joker right there. Our stocks, ladies and gentlemen, little small stocks, they knock out the competition. They have that it factor about them. And we've been doing this since the .com, since AOL ran up 60, 70, 80,000% for us. And we've been caught on it ever since, ladies and gentlemen. We've done exceptionally well. We've come up with coined phrases like the uranium squeeze up, or we talk about what's going on over there in Russia, Kazatomprom, or we talk about Kazakhstan, the uranium area. We talk about we don't chase these stocks. We replace them, because there are a lot of great stocks right now, especially in gold or silver. There's a lot of great stocks out there. Uranium right now, there's some great stocks that are really, really doing their thing. And we have a lot of patience, ladies and gentlemen. This game of beating Wall Street, getting the trends early with the good stocks is about pennies and patience, ladies and gentlemen. So hold on to your wigs and toupees, and Mickey D will have you set. Now, I'm not here to make you rich, but I can make you very comfortable. Not rich, comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. Because you mentioned rich, and in America, as the brother say they think you got more. Right now, America's in shambles. You know what's going on. They want to take away everything, that any progress that we've made, they want to, take it away. And Columbus discovered America. We discovered it was people here, thousands of people here, but he discovered whatever. That's all politics and stuff right now. What we're focusing on are our baby knockouts, and we're doing exceptionally well. It was a week ago, ladies and gentlemen, I told you about the uranium result. I'm gonna give you, just for this, you're gonna get a free book. You're gonna get a free book here. Just hold on here a second. Hold on. You're gonna get a free book. But make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that that bell, because who knows? They've taken me off of Reddit, because you put my videos on there, and people say, why do you put this guy's videos on there? Because he's making too much money. He's making too much money for you guys. What kind of cockamamie? Isn't this about stocks? Isn't this about beating Wall Street? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Beat on a Wall Street? That's what we do. So why would they, Twitter here, sign up anyway, because they won't put my videos on there. You give me a representative from Reddit, guys, one of my subscribers. Blast these videos everywhere, man. Put them. You look at some and just put them on. If you got a Twitter account, or if you got an account with one of these other Reddit or something, because they're gonna kick me off all this stuff, because you guys are making too much money and you're making too much noise. But anyway, we're gonna look at these stocks here in a minute. But a couple weeks ago, I was telling you about the uranium possibly bottoming, because we were showing bottoming patterns, right? In uranium, bottoming patterns with some of our stocks. Well, check it out. The following week, I came on and said, well, we got slight crossovers. We were below, but it was some slight cross. Now I can definitely show you some 13 crossing over the 48s. So we're in good shape. We're not out of the woods yet. It's not a bull market or anything like that. But right now, we do have some crossovers. So I want to show you guys that. And it's early. Can we be slammed back down? Sure we can. This is the stock market. Are stocks doing well? Have they done well for the last 5-10 days? Sure they have. We're on the other side. We're defensive plays. Uranium is a defensive play. Rare earths are a defensive play in this particular market. Gold and silver are defensive plays in this particular market, ladies and gentlemen. But we're right there on the doorstep of a uranium squeeze-up, something, like I said, I coined it years ago. at the Money Show with Tom Lee, and when I interviewed him and John and Jerry and all those guys in Las Vegas. I told them we are gonna have a uranium squeeze up. That was years ago, but we did license one Jim Cramer and Charles Payne. You can use uranium squeeze up. We'd like for you to use that when you talk about uranium. Once this thing gets started and the media starts really talking about it and stuff, you guys, we're not gonna let anybody else, because you guys showed us love in the past. When we hit IIPR, Jim Cramer showed us love. A stock goes from very low to uh, almost $300, and you can't pat a brother on the back. You know what I mean? That's the media. That's the fake news out there. I know a little bit about that. Kind of shove you to the side, belittle you, kind of, downplay what you do. Yeah, I know that stuff. I know. Some people would tell me, "Oh, Mickey D, you're what did one guy say? You're talking in the third. You're talking about to me. Shut up, man. I hate to tell people that, but go somewhere else. Don't if I make you obnoxious, if I make you sick, if I make you feel bad or anything, just fast forward and go to the stocks and and get what you need to get out of this show. But believe me, I'm not trying to make you sick. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to give you books. I'm trying to help you out with some of these stocks, because Wall Street will rip you up and they'll take your name and they'll kick you and throw you to the curb and you'll be homeless. You mess around with Wall Street, and somebody you'll your retirement account will be gone. Gone. Can you say gone? Anyway, let's take a look at some of these stocks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving you this free book, and we're gonna have a good time. Love you. Let's do it. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D. Make sure once again you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Hit that pound that like button. Hit that bell, that notification button. You can go over right now. You can go over right now to Amazon.com. You can get popular candlestick patterns used by millionaires, chart strategies revealed. This book took a lot of time to write, ladies and gentlemen. People always ask me, Mickey D, how do you get into these stocks early? How do you know what is what? I use one of the methods I use, ladies and gentlemen, is candlestick patterns. Now, I'm not going to go over every candlestick pattern with you, but the popular ones that are used by the wealthy, that are used by fund managers, that are used by all the money managers right now, a lot of them are in this book right here, and you can have it free today. So make sure you go over if you're seeing this and it's 2 days, 3 days old, it's like the next 4 or 5 days or so, you can get one. Make sure you get a copy. Make sure your family and your friends also get a copy of this. All they have to do is they can go to Amazon.com. They can go to the bookstores or whatever. Get your copy of this so you can have it in your library and you'll be able to read it when you're ready. Okay, great. Now let's take a look at some of our favorite stocks in the uranium area. Ladies and gentlemen, Chemical, let's take a look at first our leader here. And it hadn't crossed over a couple weeks ago, but now look at what we have. That black right there represents the 13-day. The red is the 48-day. When the black crosses over the red, it is a short to midterm buy signal. So we have a buy signal on earnings for Chemical just a couple days ago, ladies and gentlemen. So we're there now. We're in it. Chemical's getting ready to go over its 200-day moving average. It can still be slapped down from its 200-day moving average, but on an earnings call, Chemical looks to have a little momentum and be ready to rock and roll here. Let's just see what happens over the next several weeks. What about energy fuels? You. Looking good, looking good. You is looking good, looking good. It is the black right here crossing over the 48-day. Solid volume with this, I can tell you, and solid trading. with this. We're going to have some resistance around the 200 day, but as we get up to that $5, 5.25 and a quarter, we get up to 550 or so. We're going to have some resistance, but we're going in the right direction right now. Energy Fuels now is going into rare earths. They're going to be processing rare earths. Just the rare earths that were announced recently that China would not be sending to the West. So this company's in good shape, ladies and gentlemen. A couple years ago, this was one of the companies that I told my subscribers to, the Baby Knockout newsletter. And if you don't get the Baby Knockout newsletter, you just follow the information on any one of the videos, and we'll get that information to you. It's I make the mistake of saying it's $99 for a month. It's not. It's $99 for the whole year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to hide this stuff for you. The guys paid it forward for me back in the day. You know, your Doug Casey's and your James Dine, the late James Dines and late Wayne Brantlin and guys that are here now. You know, Rick Rule. You know, these guys didn't rob people blind, man. Well, nowadays, some of I wouldn't put that on. Some of them they charging you up. Rick's not. I'm telling you right now, and Doug's not. So, but some of these people are it's highway robbery, you know, with some of this information. But anyway, that's why they don't like me. I put my foot in my mouth here, and you know. But anyway, uh, you can these stocks, especially Energy Fuels, with the processing of their rare earths, they're going to be a money machine. Believe me when I tell you that Energy Fuels is going to turn into a money machine, and it's just going to print big money. You know, no one in America right now is going to be able to process rare earths like they will be able to. Yeah, well, yeah, MP's going to be able to do. MP might be using, you know, they might have something together. Well, one day, that's way out in the future. In here. But you see these candlesticks right here, and you see how they. This is a path. I'm not gonna tell you guys what that is, but in this book right here, you'll be able to tell me exactly what that and exactly when that's going to break out. You know, that's what you'll learn in this, and it's free right now. Just go on and get you one, guys. Go get you one right now, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, let's take a look at UEC, Uranium Energy Corp. Marinati there. As you can see, we do have a definite little crossover here. We're going sideways, but there's a possibility that we will be going north on this. We are crossing over, and we do have a little bit of momentum. And the 48 is starting to go sideways. Once we get up over that 200 day, then it's game on. But we're not. When you see this 200 day right here, we're still, you know, if we have a big week, big month, you know, we may be able to get over a big 60 days. We may be able to get over the 200 day with UEC, ladies and gentlemen. That's a baby knockout that's done very well for us through the most of these we picked up at under a dollar, 25 cents. Denison Mines. This is my third uranium bull market, as you know, with Denison Mines. It's right now it's trading up over the 48-day moving average, and it's just right ready to cross over. It's going to cross over because it's trading north right now. Uh, these low levels right now for Denison. Some people say, well, Mickey D, when you traded it in '04 to '07, it's just a shadow of what it was then. It's nothing compared to. It is. I believe it's a better company now. Now, when I dropped it off from what 50 cents a quarter to like $13 in the '04 to '07, and I was using pennies and patience then. When I dropped it off at and it still went up from there. It still went up to like $16 or so. So I didn't get the top, but I didn't get it at its bottom either. But Denison Mines did well for me. It did really well, and it's going to do well. It's going to find its way. Good management, good projects. Don't worry about what they got going. Well, do worry about what they got going on, and if the proofs of concept with what they've got going on, and it's a whole nother story. We don't want to get involved with that. I'm just telling you, Denison Mines right now is worthy of your dinero, I believe. But let me get back to one of these companies here. I don't do a lot with I haven't done a lot lately with George Glazier over at Western Uranium and Vanadium. But if you were around in '04, he was the CEO of Energy Fuels. That '04 to '07 uh, uranium bull market, I only had 25 shares. But oh my, Energy Fuels, past performance is not indicative of future performance, but Energy Fuels went up to over $240. Past performance is not indicative of future performance, guys. But Energy Fuels reminds me, I'm not saying it's going to go up to $200. I'm not going to say it's going up to $100. But gee, with all it's got going on now, can you get me a 50 spot Energy Fuels? Can you get me a 50 spot this? I'm begging. I'm begging too much. Let's go on over, ladies and gentlemen, to Encore, one we've been here for a while. Encore, right there, the black crossing over, just about almost crossing over. We believe that they were slammed down on earnings, and they're gonna do well. United States uh, producer is going to get its act together. Good management, good projects, good area, good jurisdiction. U.S., Texas. So it's going to get its act together and it's going to do very well. Ladies and gentlemen, our baby knockouts, not only in, I haven't even talked about Bitcoin. Our baby knockouts in Bitcoin right now are on the verge. Our baby knockouts in rare earths now are on the verge. Our baby knockouts in gold and silver are doing their thing. Uranium. I mean, you got bull markets in the middle of a bear market. Can you guess? Can you guess? And the market is bearish, and our stocks are going up. That's why I've had people tell, well, the market was down today, but I was up. Good for you. Good for you, ladies and gentlemen. Good for you. But once again, you can get your free copy of Popular Candlestick Patterns used by millionaires, chart strategies revealed. Yours truly here, ladies and gentlemen. And just go over to and get you a free Kindle copy. I ain't mad at you. I'm paying it forward. I want hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people to get this book free over the next few days. That's what I want you to do. And I'll give you guys the number of people that got it so you'll know that we're all on the same wavelength there. We're all in the same pattern, the same book. We all see the same thing because we'll be looking at a lot of charts this year, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how we're going to catch these stocks super duper early. When I see a pattern and I let you guys know, it's on you to evaluate that pattern and see whether you want to do what you want to do with it. I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I'm not a financial advisor. I said I could make you comfortable. I'm not here to make you rich. I can make you comfortable. So once again, Chemical, always good. Chemical, always good. It dropped it off in '04 to '07. I think it got up to maybe about $45, $50 or so. Right here is where I sold, but I got in a lot earlier. Uh, uh, energy, energy fuels. Charts kind of screwed up on me on the end there, ladies and gentlemen. But we like to have a lot of fun on this show, and that's what we've been doing. But on the serious tip, make sure you get one of the book. Make sure you get the book. I'll leave a link for you here at the end. You can just snap on it, or you can go to any bookstore and they should have it on there, and you can get it off there free wherever. If you're boycotting Amazon or whatever, people are doing so many different things nowadays. So do what you do. But anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful time with your family. Enjoy food, basketball, fun. The ladies are starting out. The WNBA is starting up. You've got all those women hoopers out there. The men are finishing up, with the playoffs and everything. Football's going to be starting, in a few weeks. The summer league and basketball is coming up. A lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff coming up if you're a sports fan. If you're a political fan, there's every day is a fun day, because there's something, tariffs or there's a new wrinkle every day. So we have fun every day. You wake up and this country's done this and tariffs here and this and that, and then somebody said this and they're going to do that, and everything. It's something. It's something else. If you're used to chaos, America right now is your spot. But we're killing it. Bitcoin baby knockouts, killing it. Gold and silver baby knockouts, killing it. Uranium baby knockouts right now, killing it. We got it going on, ladies and gentlemen. We got it going on. And those rare earths, there's nowhere else, nobody to turn to. Zelensky, we can't even get that stuff out the ground. They're having Russians over there. Russia said, you're going to have to beat us up in order to get it. That's going to be a world war just to get some uranium out of the ground. So don't you think the price of uranium is going to go up? Anyway, that's just too much, ladies and gentlemen. It's too much. But I want you to be comfortable. So let's all get on the same page and let's be comfortable. Go on over and get your book, ladies and gentlemen. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family.